Is kale good for you? Welcome to 3super.com. There are a few foods available in the grocery store that are as beneficial for health as the kale. However, it is unfortunate that this superfood is mostly used as a dressing or as a piece of decoration instead of being as a healthy addition as someone's plate. Kale is mainly a type of cabbage that earlier evaded domestication as it shared some common traits as its wild plant relative, that included the trait of their bitter principle and had a disruptive appearance. Kale health benefits. This superfood is pretty content at allowing the juicy green leafy down and being the hippie family member, which includes the more stiffly wound cauliflower, broccoli, and the Brussels sprout that has higher respectability with the restaurant menus. This implies that the superfood is usually found shriveling in someone's refrigerator and not usually possessed with an intention to consume it. Advertisements. This formidable plant should not be underestimated as it grows up to 6 to 7 feet in case of favorable conditions, and it casts a shadow at the impressive list of essential nutritional components that it contains. Kale nutrition facts. The nutritional density of the superfood is almost unmatched among the leafy green vegetables. It contains a ratio of 3:1 carbohydrate-to-protein, and this is outstandingly high for any kind of green vegetable, and this is one of the main reasons why it has been called as the new beef. During the time of World War II, the United Kingdom encouraged the cultivation of this plant at the backyard as this was an easy-to-grow plant for the Victory campaign. How to eat your kale. To enjoy a hearty breakfast comprising of the superfood, you may half a bunch of kale and an onion. Use olive oil to stir-fry the vegetable until it gets tender. You may add a little unprocessed salt, lemon juice, and a little pepper to enhance the taste. Kale has been a big hit with Hollywood stars for years. In her music video 7/11, Beyoncé even wears a sweater with the words kale on it. And in interviews she never tires of emphasizing that she loves to eat cabbage. Other stars like Jennifer Aniston swear by him. He cuts a good figure and tautens the skin. Since then, spring cabbage is definitely in the USA. There are dozens of kale cookbooks, food blogs are stylizing vegetables into superfood, and glossy magazines are dedicating article after article to it. Restaurants offering cabbage salads or smoothies are a common sight in the streets of the trendy big cities. What makes collard greens superfood? Kale is considered one of the healthiest foods of all. Compared to other vegetables, it contains many nutrients in high doses. A glance at the nutritional value table confirms this. For example, kale provides a lot of vitamin A, important for skin and eyes, C, important for connective tissue, skin elasticity and resistance, K, important for blood and bone formation, and B, important for metabolic activation. In addition, the spring cabbage has plenty of bone-strengthening calcium. Even 100 grams of raw cabbage contain the same amount of calcium as 2 deciliters of milk. This is also the reason why it is highly appreciated by vegetarians and lactose intolerants. The proportion of dietary fibers is also high. These fibers provide a long and lasting satiety and also regulate the digestion. Finally, spring cabbage also contains a lot of folic acid and plenty of iron. It is true that vitamin C is necessary, for example, for the production of collagen, which in turn ensures the elasticity of the skin. But when people now say that vitamin C makes beautiful skin from feathered cabbage, this is wrong, stresses the nutritionist. When food or ingredient alone cannot influence human health, only the entire lifestyle is decisive for good health. Kale growing. In the garden, spring cabbage can be grown particularly well as a subsequent crop. Those who want to harvest already in autumn plant at the end of June. However, due to its winter hardiness, cabbage seedlings can easily be planted out until the end of August. Seedlings are planted at a distance of 40 to 50 centimeters. The vegetables can also be grown from seeds in the garden bed. They are then sown at the end of May. Sun to partial shade. Kale does not make very great demands on the garden. It grows well in a sunny location, but also tolerates half shade. Light, sandy soils are just as welcome as humus and nutrient-rich garden soil. After planting, the beds should be regularly loosened. Kale does not like wet feet. The plants should therefore only be watered additionally in dry weather. As it is a very debilitating plant, the vegetables should be supplied with nutrients in September. Some compost is suitable for this purpose. These leafy vegetables are harvested from November onwards. The leaves are harvested from the outside to the inside. If some leaves and side shoots always remain on the plants, the harvest can be extended into April under favorable conditions. If the cabbage remains on the garden beds over the winter, it is worth protecting the plants with the net. Birds and game also appreciate the vegetables as food plants in winter. Word has got around that green smoothies are extremely healthy. Yet many people are still suspicious of the green color. We have a fine recipe for you to throw your doubts overboard. More health and superfood news on 3super.com.